Aloha, today is Sunday and I got a busy week this week. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna flex seal, bodywork and flex seal the bottom white part of this van, all in flex seal white, which I got here, but I'm gonna shoot it with a little clear over the white. This thing's gonna be going to the beach in the salt water, and no use to spend a lot of money for a body and paint job when this thing's just gonna be a recreational vehicle to go camping. It's gonna get exposed to the wind and salt water, and I want to try to preserve it as long as I can because I love it. I got two new radius bars here. They're not new, they're second hand, but as you notice that now the shock won't be on the side, it'll be right directly on top of the radius arm. I'm going to change the radius arm and redo the front end trailing arms because this van does not four wheel properly. It only has 5 inches or less of articulation. And I'll show you why. The guys who built this van did an excellent job, but it's not done right. They built that bracket in between the frame with a drop down, and they put the trailing arm going from there to the front radius arm cap. Okay, they got one there going up to this side, and they got one there going down to this side. When I put the new radius arms on, that'll be all eliminated. Because it's set up like this, it's an awesome highway cruiser, and it can go four wheeling. But because it's not built right, you get problems like that, a bent radius arm. And as you can see, the shock is on the inside, which is causing it to lean in and touch the frame at the top there, you see? Once I move the shock bottom over to the top of the radius arm, I'm gonna eliminate that problem, and then I'm gonna go from the top of the frame over here all the way down to the tube with the new radius arm. I mean with the new trailing arm. It's gonna go right to the front end there, to the axle. So from there up to the front, all this stuff will be removed, and that's how it's supposed to be. That way I can get 12 or more inches of articulation on this side and this side, which will enable me to really four-wheel drive and articulate without bending anything. It needs to work properly. It's a beautiful design. I'm not bucking the guy who did it, but it's not built right. It needs to be changed. So I got a new trailing arm or panhard bar coming in the mail with the brackets. One bracket for the frame and one bracket for the tube of the axle. I'll put that from the passenger side to the driver's side, weld it all up, and our front end will be done. New shocks, of course, because I ruined these ones. They were scraping on the side of the frame, and I got a hole in the shock already. Then once I get this all done, I'll be able to use these articulating trail buster springs. These are rock crawler springs, 3.5 inches. The drop downs in the back for the radius arm are excellent. They're nice and straight. The straighter you can get these, the more you can four wheel. It's a smoother ride. But anyway, no, I'm not bucking the guy who built this front end. He did an excellent job, but that is not correct, and we're gonna fix it. You never get them. It's overkill, and now it's not working properly. So we'll get that done. I'm gonna show you how the Flex Seal hides everything, because I'm going to do a rough body work job which means it'll be nice and flat. I'll sandblast the inside of the doors. I'm gonna get all that out, flex seal all that. Body work all the outside of the door. Everything's gonna get body worked. All these factory rivets, all these will be sealed, and then from here down, flex seal white. I love the shit. It comes hard. It's not like your ordinary undercoatings, which stay sticky. But this flex seal is good for everything, all around, under the vehicle, on the vehicle. Like I said, it's gonna get beat up from the weather. This might help it. I'll let you see how it turns out when I'm all done. All right. You take care. We'll see ya.